We were broke. 2013, no money, no credit, no job history, no savings, no net worth, no property, no nothing. We got down to about $3,330 total. Any money of any savings of any retirement accounts in 2013. And we were $400,000 still in debt left over from the recession. We didn't do a bankruptcy. We didn't discharge a bunch of debt. We just worked it all out and paid everything off long term. So that's how we did it. 2013, completely broke. 2021, rich, financially free, able to retire, wealthy, whatever definition you want to give it, worth over $6 million, hundreds of thousands in passive income, 7-figure real estate sales income. And at this point in 2021, essentially working 30 hours maybe a week. And we did it right. We built it up sustainably. We knew exactly what we wanted and we went for it. And we gave it everything that we had. Now, why did we go from negative $400,000 2013 to a $6 million plus net worth, passive income, and 850 credit, millions of dollars in available credit lines, all of these different things? How did that happen in 8 years? Now, the tendency is to look for the easiest possible answer. You got lucky. There's 2 of you. You're in real estate. You're in an area of very expensive home sales. Pieces of truth, but people will always try and find whatever justifications they can why it is that they can't get past where they are when other people can. And the reality is that's available to anyone. What we did, came back into this country after living in Panama on a remote tropical island for 2 years, having no contact with anyone in the United States. We didn't talk to anyone in the United States for 2 years. I think we talked to our moms a handful of times. We just completely checked out. So when we came back into a dead market, to an economy that was faltering, a real estate market that hardly anybody was making even a living where they could support a family at the time that we came back at the very beginning of 2010. And so the reality is all of the odds were stacked against us. Most people, when they open a business, they go into sales, they've already been doing something in the United States for a number of years where they've built up some kind of a network and they're in consistent communication with some group of people. So when they open their business, they open their sales business or whatever, they're able to just call their clients, people they've worked with before, their friends, their associates, people that they know from their other work, job, business, whatever, and kind of pick up from there and at least have some kind of momentum. And sure, we had some past relationships from the past, but it had been years since we'd been in touch with anybody. And we came back into a completely changed world. When we left the country at the very end of 2007, people were wearing baggier clothes. The iPhone hadn't even come out yet, or no one really had it. Facebook wasn't really a thing. I know it was a thing, college kids, whatever, but just the entire world. Social media, no one even really knew social media as we know it today, what that even means. So we left and we came back and everything was different. Everyone had an iPhone, phones with maps on them. Everyone's wearing tighter pants. We saw some of these things happen while we were down there in Panama and Bocas del Toro because, we had tourists and people that would come through there. But when we came back, it was literally culture shock. And it was tough to get it going. It was really tough. Everything that we had faith in, everything that we had learned, everything that we were ready to apply was challenged immediately. It was like, you're not selling houses. You thought you were good at this. You think you've had success before. You think you can just come back into this market and just crush it out of nowhere. And we had to completely reinvent ourselves and completely relearn the business from the ground up. And that's what we did. And we've been committed to improving ourselves, getting better at what we do, bettering our trade, bettering our craft, and just improving nonstop. So why is it that we were able to do this in such a short period of time? We were clear on what we want, and we adhered to a very strict program and adapted as we needed to. As the years went by, as the days went by, whatever challenge was put in front of us, it was like, this is where we're going. So how are we going to get around this hurdle? And that's really what we all need to do in our lives. This is what I want. This is the way to get there. And let's do it. Day in and day out commitment. And you get there. And really what we've done is proven that, because we didn't get some huge client that just referred us a ton of business. We didn't have a relative that came in with a bunch of properties to sell. We didn't own a bunch of stuff of our own that we could come right out as real estate agents and at least get some momentum with some listings. We had to completely out of nowhere figure out, we're talking grassroots, organic, hitting the phones, pounding the pavement, and really figure out, how can I bring value to this individual? How can I bring value to this transaction? How can I create value for other people such that over time, our value becomes indispensable. Our value becomes impossible to argue, and everyone wants to work with the very best. And so if you adhere to that kind of strict program, if you adhere to the discipline that it takes to get what it is that you truly want, you can do it. Just stay the path, follow that course, stick to the program. People ask me all the time, they're like, hey, what coaching program or what mentor or what instructor, what formula, what system, what way got you there is the best, this, that, and the other. I tell people all the time, it almost doesn't matter what system you stick to. It's almost irrelevant what system you use. Can you stick to it? Can you follow it? Can you adhere to it? Can you do what needs to be done day in and day out to get the results that you want? Because really, that's what we're talking about. And it's available to anyone. Everything that you want is available. Thanks for letting me be accountable to you. Thank you for listening. I love this format. I love this platform, this way of being able to share what it is that I'm doing and inspire other people. And I think that's what it's all about, sharing what's working for you, sharing what inspires you, and sharing what it is that you love. Put that out there, focus on that, and make your life the way you want to make it, one day at a time, 1 minute at a time. So here we go. Hope this video has been helpful. Let's get out there and get it.